Hello, welcome to the IPL pre-show. It's the battle of the Royals, RCB taking on RR. It's a massive game, and I'm sure a lot of fans on both sides will be hoping that their team crosses the line. RR started off the tournament really well. They managed getting a lot of wins under the belt, but then found themselves in a very difficult situation, losing 4 games on the trot. If you look at RCB, they've had a tough start to the season, but they managed picking up the pace, and now all the momentum is with them. So it's going to be an exciting contest because both these teams desperately want that win to go up the points table and then place the Sunrisers Hyderabad. I've got Bharat, Devashish, and Raja for the show. Raja, again, probably a very exciting game, big night for all fans across the world for this exciting encounter. So let's build this up.
Ab-
What do you think of this game, Battle of the Royals?
Absolutely, a battle royal it can be, provided Rajasthan Royals steps up. They've not had the best of runs in the last few games. Lost four, had a rained off game as the last game of theirs. They haven't played good cricket in a while. They haven't played the cricket that they did in the first half of the tournament. Very stark contrast to RCB, which had a very poor first half and has bounced back with 6 victories in a row to get to
Yeah.
where it has. So it should be a good contest, a cracker of a game. And when you read the Royals have won the toss, you don't even know whether it is the Rajasthan Royals or whether you're talking about the Royal Challengers Bengaluru. Which of the Royals has won the toss? But I guess it is Rajasthan Royals that has won the toss.
Okay, thank you, Raja. Thank you for that. Devashish, big match. What has gone wrong with the Royals? Because now they'll be under severe pressure because they lose this one tonight, they're out of the tournament. And after that fantastic start, they'll be devastated. So I think we should break down this Rajasthan Royals team for a minute here. They started off so well, and somewhere down the line, they just, lost their momentum. What has gone wrong for them? And how much pressure do you think will be on them tonight?
Yeah, there will be enormous pressure on the Rajasthan batters, especially. It's their batting that has let them down big time. And so it's only Riyan Parag who has been scoring runs for Rajasthan, and neither Sanju Samson nor the other players have got going. And now they have Josh Butler missing as well. So that is a huge blow considering that it's a big match. And someone like yesterday we saw what Mitchell Stark did for KKR. It means these are players, big match players. Means they choose the big moment and they make a difference, difference between the sides, and that is what has been lacking for Rajasthan Royals. That now that they miss Josh Butler in the big match, so you lose and you are out of the tournament. So that is a huge concern, and especially when you lost 4 matches in a trot and last minute game was washed out. So they will have plenty of things to do to get it right. But then the good thing is that they
Yeah.
have won the toss and are bowling first. So whatever so at least they have the bowling, means be it a Trent Bolt, be it a Sandeep Sharma, so be it a Yajuvendra Chahal, Ashwin. So they have that bowling, means bowling firepower. So if they can restrict um, uh, Royal Challengers Bengaluru for a decent total, I would say, and then they can fancy their chances.
Yes, you're right there, Bashish. Thank you. Bharat, Trent Bolt will have a huge responsibility. He's known to be getting wickets, up front with a new ball. He'll be extremely vital here tonight for the Royal success, don't you think?
Yeah, obviously, Trent Bolt versus Virat Kohli is going to be one of those contests that everyone would look out for. He has had his success here or there against Kohli with his left arm angle. Sometimes he bowls in swinger. He also has a three-quarter seam. I think he learned it from Team Southie only, that wobble three-quarter seam. So he has the variations and the swings it a bit. So it will be interesting how he goes against those two RCB's openers. And he's known for taking wickets in the first over. So that first over will be a little bit of danger for RCB as well. He has a great record in the first over. So let us see how he goes.
Yes.
And one
Raja,
more point I wanted to add.
sure.
Just one more point. Yesterday there was a little bit of moisture as well. When Mitchell Stark was bowling, there was definitely a little bit of moisture up front for him. If there is a little bit of moisture with his left arm angle, who knows, Trent Bolt might trouble the RCB openers.
Yes, thank you. Roger, how important would it be to get those early wickets? Because this RCB batting has, with time progressed and it's really seeming like a strong unit. So the Royals would want to go out there, get some quick wickets and, get that momentum back, maybe back on their side because they'll be feeling the pump against the RCB team tonight.
I think anybody who's followed IPL, Ishan, will know that Virat and Fab have been the main pillars of the RCB batting. They've had a very, very good season. Of course, there have been others who've scored runs, but getting past the two of them will be key to Rajasthan Royals' success. Good toss to win. Like Bharat pointed out, there might be a bit of moisture on the track for Trent Bolt to exploit. You never know what's going to happen, but very, very important to pick up those early wickets. Um, Sadly for both teams, they missed out on practice, is what we have been reading. That in Ahmedabad, both teams were not able to practice. I don't know how much of it will impact either side. We'll have to wait and watch. Plus the dew factor. I think Ishan,
Yeah.
it played a big role last night. I think Hyderabad was all at sea, so to say, and so it's going to be a challenge for RCB. Put up a big score to negate the dew factor, and for that they will depend entirely on Virat and Pap to do the fast scoring
Yes.
at the beginning and ensure that 220 is a minimum that they get on this track. Because one of the boundaries is bound to be short since they're playing on one of the extreme wicket. One of the boundaries is bound to be short. We're going to see a higher scoring game than last night.
Yes, Devashish, Raja mentioned the no practice that both these teams had to encounter today. Do you think that's going to affect them in any form or way, or I think it's fine one day before that big match, or on the same day we should just rest it out.
Yeah, if the Rajasthan Royal Challengers Bengaluru, they have reached Ahmedabad the day before yesterday, I'm told. So it's only Virat who reached yesterday, and obviously it was a collective decision not to train. But then nowadays it is entirely on the team management whether they train or not. So I think that won't be much of a difference because all these players have been playing for the last to almost 2 months. So. Yes, we saw yesterday there was a big. We were discussing on the same platform that it might be a concern for KKR given that they had missed out playing a match for last 10 days. But when it comes to the match, they came out with flying colors. So the same applies to both the teams. Yes, but the huge boost for Rajasthan Royals, I would say that Simran Hetmar is fit and is available and is playing today. So that is a huge yes. He missed out since May 2nd, and that was the last time he played for the Rajasthan Royals. So with Butler missing, you need someone like Hetmeyer. Means obviously we all know what a player he is in the lower middle order, and if he can get going, then Rajasthan Royals can fancy their chances. But then, as Raja sir said, that the onus will be again on the Rajasthan Royals bowlers if they can make early inroads. What we saw yesterday, what Mitchell Stark did, those initial 3 wickets in the power play, and that paid back the Sunrisers batting. So the same applies to RCB. If they can make those early inroads, see the back of your Faf du Plessis, Virat Kohli, and the Rajat Patidar. I would say Rajat Patidar is a very
Yes.
very important member of this side because he is doing all the scoring when it comes to the spinners. So if they can make in those early inroads, and remember Virat has been scoring all these concerns about stroke play has been gone away because he has been striking the ball, he has been utilizing the power play. So key for the Rajasthan Royals will be get to pick those early wickets.
Absolutely, Devashish. And I'm glad you mentioned Patidar. We'll get to him. But Bharat, before we get to Patidar, the Royals have two spinners, Juzi Chahal, Ashwin. Chahal has an opportunity here tonight. Ashwin has an opportunity. Do you think the conditions will suit them here tonight?
Maybe I see Duplessis is saying this track is slightly on the drier side compared to yesterday. So if that is the case, then those two bowlers definitely will come into the equation. Obviously, Charles is someone who's lost a little bit of form. He was in really good form when he was selected for the Indian squad. Since then, he's lost a little bit of form. So he will be hoping that he will find a little bit of purchase on the surface. And Ashwin obviously is a very experienced bowler. So if there is any grip or something like that, as Duplessis is saying, maybe those two bowlers will definitely come into the equation. Rajat Patidar, if you really want to add something on him, see, I've asked him for some 6 years or 7 years in domestic cricket. He's one of those players, very instinctive batters. I don't know what he will do next ball. If he thinks next ball has to go for a six, then it has to go for a six. If it has to go for a boundary, it has to go for a boundary. That is how he seems to play. Even in domestic cricket, I've seen him absolutely hammer or smash Mohammad Shami and Ashok Dinda, and he's done this against spinners as
Yeah.
well in this IPL. So very instinctive batter, very attractive player, but you never know what he will do next ball. Hopefully for RCB will come good on this important day.
Yeah, I guess we'll wait and watch Raja, but Patidar's, comeback to form has been quite inspirational. He struggled in the Test series, he struggled at the start of the IPL, and then suddenly, almost out of nowhere, he somehow managed to get back his form at the perfect time. So he's really held that middle order for RCB. So Rajat again tonight has an opportunity to just go out there, express himself, and like Bharat has mentioned, he's someone who has that capability of playing those shots. He likes taking it on to the bowler. So no better opportunity to do it than tonight.
For somebody who's got 5 half centuries in the tournament, he's been batting brilliantly, and he scored at such a fast clip that sometimes Virat could afford to uh, take the foot off the pedal as well when they're batting together. And sometimes this led to a lot of chatter around Virat. But Rajat Patidar has been outstanding. When he scores, he's a sight to watch. He's a treat. And RCB is not going to be complaining if he gets another half century tonight. Maxwell has come back into the mix again. He took a short break on mental and physical grounds, and then he's come back. He's contributed both with the bat and with the ball. So RCB is looking very strong, and Sanju Samson will have to be on top of his game as captain. And like you asked, if he can use Ashwin up front in the power play and do a good job of restricting Fab especially and Virat, then Rajasthan Royals will be very much in the game. But they need to stop RCB from getting to 220, even though the dew factor will come into play. RCB's bowlers have done really well this season. They picked themselves up. Nobody's talked much about RCB bowlers, but the manner in which Yash and Siraj have led the pack has been commendable. Uh, Both of them took a break each, and in the second half of the tournament, while the whole focus has been on Virat, these two guys have quietly done their job and helped the team win. Siraj picking up wickets up front, I think that's been huge for RCB, and we'll have to wait and watch what happens tonight. But Sanju Samson, as captain on the field right now, in just a few minutes from now, what he does, how he marshals his troops, will determine how much Rajasthan Royals get to chase. Of course, Virat
Yeah.
and Faf will want to score a lot of runs, but Sanju Samson can be the master who can try and stop them with the resources at his disposal.
Yeah. Thank you, Rajat.
Just
Devashish,
wanted to add a small
yes.
point on Patidar, just a small point. You talked about the Test series as well against England. In that, his strike rate was 38. He was playing. He was trying to play defensively and then trying to play short. I don't think it really works for him. I think that is what went against him in the earlier phase of IPL, because he suddenly lost his form, lost his confidence, and was trying to play defensively. And then decided enough is enough. If I get out, I get out. I will play my shots. It's a very
Hmm.
instinctive player. I think when he backs his instincts is much better off.
Okay, thank you, Bharat. Devashish, what is this thing with these Aussie players? Right before a major tournament like the World Cup, they seem to come back into form. Mitchell Stark last night, and like Raja mentioned, Glenn Maxwell as well, performed well for RCB in the last game. So he's again going to hold that X factor for this RCB team with the bat and with the ball. Would you expect him to see him bowl up front like we saw, the other game? And talk about his importance with the bat as well.
Can you get back 1 second, please?
Yeah. So what I was asking you was, how do these Aussie players manage to find form
Yeah,
right
obviously, yes,
before?
yes, yes. I was just about to speak about Cameron Green, means his role. Means obviously he did not started the IPL with the manner in which you would have liked, but then and with him coming good and Dinesh Karthik, that strike rate of RCB has risen to 190 towards the latter half, means towards the date overs, and that is something very threatening. If these two can fire, means irrespective what the start the top orders give, it is the damage is being done by these two batters towards the dead. Means be it a Rajat Patidar, be it a Cameron Green, or be it a Dinesh Karthik. These are the three batters in the RCB team that has been doing the maximum damage. Means obviously if they can score runs at a free pace, means obviously then that 220 score is quite achievable, I would say. And given that we saw yesterday also, there was not so much demon in the wicket. It was the KKR bowlers that got those early breakthroughs. So the key once again will be the bowling of Rajasthan Royals. But the good thing is that I was just going through a stats. I will just share with the viewers.
Sure.
Sandeep Sharma, he has got Virat Kohli 7 times in 15 T20 internationals, and that's incredible. And remember last fixture when RCB and RR played, Sandeep Sharma did not play that match. So it will be huge thing for the Rajasthan Royals to have Sandeep Sharma and Trent Bolt if at the start. So that definitely they will have a chance of making in those early inroads. Ishan.
Thank you, Devashish. Bharat, last night you mentioned Mitch Stark versus Travis Head, and somehow you were right when you predicted that. So do you have any sort of predictions for this game tonight? Do you think Sandeep Sharma might get Virat Kohli out, or do you think Trent Bolt might get Virat Kohli out? What do you think?
I guess those are the obvious ones. Trent Bolt and Sandeep Sharma. Sandeep Sharma, I've seen him get Virat Kohli out quite a few times. One at mid wicket. Sometimes he gets him out with swing. Sometimes he gets him out with cutter. With fielders front of the wicket, he might trouble Virat Kohli with a hard cutter or slower ball. That would be an interesting matchup. Outside of it, might be Chahal versus Kohli or something on those lines might be interesting. The Kohli's really improved his game, I have to say, versus the delivery that goes away from him, this spinning delivery that goes away from him, at least in the last few games. But that could be another interesting battle. Maybe you can go down to say Riyan Parag versus Yash Dayal also might be an interesting battle. Yash Dayal does ball a good cutter. He bowls a good cutter into the pitch cutter. He's developed that. I think he had a good Yorker, but he's now developed a good cutter into the pitch cutter. So, and Riyan Parag is someone who's a very bottom-handed player and will hit a lot through mid-wickets. So, it might be like MS Dhoni. It might go over the mid-wicket fielder, or it might get caught somewhere on the boundary, somewhere near mid-wicket boundary. So that might be an interesting matchup.
Thank you, Bharat. Raja, before I come to you, let me just address the audience. There are 115 people watching us at the moment, so please ask us your questions. We're here to answer them, and it's a big match, so we'd love to answer all your questions as well. 115, that's a lot of people, so I'm sure everyone will have their own opinions, questions. Send them through the chat box, and we'll be willing to answer all of them. Raja, let's talk about the Rajasthan Royals batting line of the top two. Josh Butler is in there, obviously. But Jaiswal got in that 100 in that season, but he's not really shown too much promise or brilliance in that aspect, because just that 100, and then he's probably struggled. Probably we can't, it'll be unfair to say he struggled, but he's not looked that convincing. So he'll have a lot of pressure tonight, maybe going out to bat with the World Cup also coming. He'd want to get some runs under his belt. So importance of Jaiswal.
You said it, Ishan. Rajasthan Royals will want Yashasvi to be firing tonight, to be batting through 20 overs and getting a big score when they are chasing. In case there's 220 odd, they will want him to anchor the innings and score quickly at the same time and bat through the 20 overs. Obviously, he's a very key player for Rajasthan Royals, and his mixed bag of form, his up and down form, has not helped the side. Definitely not in the last few games. They would definitely want him to score at a fast clip and make a big contribution tonight. No better night than tonight. Obviously, there's one more game to go for either of these teams before they can think of the final. But this is a very big game for Yashasvi Jaiswal. And from an Indian team perspective, I think the coach and the captain and everybody else will be hoping that Yashasvi will get those runs tonight.
Thank you, Raja. I think all of us can hope the same. Devashish, Riyan Parag has been the star for the Royals this season. He's almost changed as a person, changed as a batter. Seems more mentally calm. Seems like he wants to perform, and it's not for the Instagram or the Twitter. It's for himself. He wants to go out there and do well for himself. So tell us how you feel of this reformed Riyan Parag, and where do you think his future will lie if he continues to give out such performances for the Royals?
Yeah, a lot of credit should go to Riyan Parag in the manner in which he has walked on his batting. Means obviously, and it reflected in the domestic season, the way he has performed in domestic season, and he has taken it forward. Means taken that domestic form into the IPL, and he has looked a completely transformed player. Means obviously his match sense, the game reading, the way he has shown maturity, and that has been the most heartening aspect of his batting in this IPL. Means it's not about slam bang stuff, but the manner in which he has played according to the situation. That has been something so that has been the highlight, I would say. And a lot of credit should go to the Rajasthan Royals think tank, Kumar Sangakkara, and the coaching staff, because see. In IPL, you can get lost. Means obviously one good knock and you might get come on, I have played a great knock, so you can relax. But that has not been the case with Rajasthan Royals. Means, and to be excelling, despite the presence of big players like Sanju Samson or a Josh Butler, but he has looked a standout performer, and definitely the credit should go to him because he has worked on his batting. He has gone back from the last season and has definitely worked on, and that has been reflected. But then this is the big match.
Yes.
We saw what happened to Shivam Dubey. He was outstanding throughout the IPL, but when it mattered the most, he failed in that match against RCB. Means that was a golden opportunity for Shivam Dubey to take Chennai Super Kings home, but he missed out. He missed out. Let me be very frank. He missed out. He
Yeah.
had a golden opportunity to take Chennai Super Kings through to the playoff, but this might also be the case with Riyan Parag because a lot has been said about that he might be in reckoning for the Indian team. So this is what matters to me. Means obviously, if you contribute, if you make a telling performance, then obviously you will be noted. But all the good work will be good for nothing. Let me be frankly with you, because there are so many competition in the Indian team. Means this, if he can take this Rajasthan Royals team to the next match, maybe Sunrise, maybe to the finals, I would say, then obviously then something good is lined up for him.
Yes, that's so true, Devashri. I think it's holding your nerve when it really matters. Last few questions before we move to predictions. Bharat, RCB has done splendidly well to come through and to come where they are at the moment. Do you think the pressure will now get to them? Because when they were practically out of the tournament, they had nothing to lose. And that's how they managed, in my opinion, to win so many matches. But now, suddenly the expectations have again risen. All of Bangalore is again excited to watch RCB perform. Do you think they might choke under pressure?
Yeah, might be, but then I would counter by saying even against CSK, the last game, they were definitely under a lot of pressure and they came through that. So it's just a simple. See, cricket is a simple game. You have to just erase whatever has happened before, even if you have won, just erase it. You are thinking about this match, what has happened in the past. It is now a part of history books. It's definitely not going to help you even if you have beaten CSK in your last game. So it basically comes down to this game. So they have to bring out their A game right from the start. And just wanted to add one more thing. A lot has been talked about Jaiswal. I just missed out. Jaiswal versus Yash Style also might be an interesting matchup
Yes.
because Landry Burger has dismissed him by tempting him to drive in South Africa. Then a couple of left armers here also in the IPL dismissed him by tempting him to drive with him hanging back. He has a backward trigger. Obviously, right armers also have done that. Mohammad Siraj might look at that because in the Vizag test, Jimmy Anderson went full and attempted him to drive and got him touch to the slip cord. And so Siraj's three-quarter receive might come into the equation. So there's a matchup to look out for. Will
Yeah.
Jaiswal drive his way to 100 or the left armer will get?
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad you brought up Yash there as well. Raja, I'll ask you that final question before you move to predictions. What a stunning comeback. This is what sport is about. This is what life is about. That it's really not over until it's actually over. After being smashed last year by Rinku Singh, to hold your nerve against MS Dhoni, to come back in the game and to see your team through, just spectacular. So just end this live with that, this note on Yash Dayal and the spirit of fighting back.
Ishan, one match doesn't make a player, whether he's conceding 30 runs in 5 balls or whether he's conceding only 3 runs in those 5 balls. It doesn't define a player. I think that is what Yash Dayal has taught all of us who are interested in picking up lessons, life lessons from the world of sport. What Yash Dayal has taught us is that there is always another day to fight for. There's always another day to live for, and the sun always rises again. A lot of people wrote him off after those 5 6s that he got at the hands of Rinku Singh. A lot of people called him a very expensive buy by RCB, but I think credit to the RCB staff for nurturing him, for giving him the confidence that he will play every single game and be the leader of the bowling attack, even though there is Mohammad Siraj and Cameron Green and Karan Sharma to go. I think that you have to give credit to the RCB team management as well for the way in which Yash Dayal has come back. But on a very different note, Ishan, I'm just reading a tweet that Reports has put out that Shah Rukh Khan, the owner of KKR, has been admitted in a hospital because he's got a heat stroke. I'm hoping that everybody in Ahmedabad will open up water bottles and keep hydrating themselves so that they all are safe. Not just the players, but everybody else who's sitting in the stands and bearing the brunt of the heat in Ahmedabad.
Absolutely. Thank you, Raja. Thank you for that. And we hope that Shah Rukh as well recovers really soon. KKR need him because apparently he's their lucky charm. We'll only know when the final is played out. But Devashish, predictions, RR or RCB? You're on mute.
Yeah, I would say if the Rajasthan Royals can restrict Royal Challengers Bangalore for a total in within 180, they should fancy their chances. Fancy. But then if Royal Challengers Bangalore can post a total in excess of 200, 210, then means it will be very difficult. And then they should feel confident that they can win this match and go to the next round.
Okay, thank you. Bharat?
So if you look at the momentum logic, will say RCB is going to win, but somehow I got feeling Rajasthan Royals haven't won since that one-run loss to Sunrisers, that crazy one-run loss to SRH. I think SRH it was. So I have got feeling that somehow our Rajasthan Royals will turn it around today and seal one win.
Okay, Raja, your final thoughts?
All these guys, yesterday the KKR guy in Calcutta was telling us that it'll be Sunrisers who will win. Tonight the RCB Bangalore is telling us that Rajasthan Royals will win. I have nothing to lose tonight. I think it's going to be RCB's match to win and to lose. They've been having an outstanding second half of the tournament. They've got the momentum going for them. I don't know about the cup, but this match, Namade, that is what RCB will do.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Raja. Thank you for that splendid end, and that's the end of our show as well. Thank you for everyone who joined. 122 people. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to all my guests, and it's a very important match. So make sure you go and see it and enjoy it, and we'll catch you all again tomorrow morning. Thank you so much, and stay tuned to Resports.